I got you and you got me. As long as we're together, we can handle any weather. From New York to across the world, we're gonna keep on shining. Join us on a journey of love and dying.
Nina Nicole here. James Dean who?
Hello, Rivera. How you doing?
James. Hey, how you doing? We were running up the stairs
Yes, we
so we could catch our train because it's at 1 minute. You okay?
I'm okay.
All right. So today we have a treat for you guys. We're gonna go to Footprints Jamaican restaurant close to our house. But James did what? He did 2 of his events this weekend, so we have footage of him doing his book signing meet and greet at Sisters Uptown Bookstore. Then we also have him doing it at Flower Power, and the turnout was great for both of them. So we're excited to share with you his events where he, I don't know the word, showcased most of his poems from his books. But our train is coming. So, see you guys in the next segment.
See you soon. Poetry and stuff, it just dawned on me. I just like the way the sentences were structured. I can't exactly remember what the poem was about or who it was written by, but I found my calling at that point. And I figured if somebody like this can write poetry, why can't I? I mean, I used to rhyme words for a long time. I mean, when you could do a lot of rhyming like this, that, and at, it's pretty easy. Putting it into a sentence, however, that's difficult to do, as I mentioned in one of my YouTube videos. But I started experimenting with such poetry. You know, I started writing poems about heartbreak, love, romance, 9/11, you know, different types of subjects, and I was doing that for a long time. The only problem was, however, was that I was afraid to go out in front of an audience up until this year, believe it or not. You know, I never shared my poetry with people. Most people never knew that I wrote poetry for a very long time. So finally, Nina had told me back in the summer, you know, you should finally start, you know, going to open mics, sharing your poetry with people, you know, building up an audience. And you know what? I said, what the hell? I'm already 32 years old. You know, I can't hold on any longer to this boundary that I was putting myself on for a very long time. And in the summer, you know, I started doing open mics. You know, I places like 94 St. Mark, Red Lobster. I met people from Harlem Network. And, you know, they introduced me to this place here, Sisters Uptown. Also, where I met Miss Janifer, the owner of Sisters. And thank you so much for this grand opportunity to have this event today. And I also met Miss Lorraine Currelley, Poets and Network Exchange as well. Thank you so much for being here as well. And, yeah, now I'll do more open mics. And, you know, I'm proud to share my poetry and my poems with the audience, and with y'all, my love and romance, and I hope to inspire the world one day at a time as well. Let me start. And one of the first poems I want to read to y'all is a poem dedicated to Nina, which is called Beauty. This was also my first ever YouTube video I did last year as well, and for those of you who don't have me on YouTube, you can subscribe to me at James Dean Rivera, and I do poetry videos every Sunday, just so y'all know. So this is called Beauty, and it goes like this. Beauty is you, day by day, special in your own way. From head to toe, unlike anyone I know. The way you talk, the way you walk, your smile brightens up my day. Beautiful in every way. Your beauty is all there. Beautiful curves make me stop and stare. I don't feel this way about anyone but you. To me, you're hot and beautiful. Beauty is you day by day. That's what I always say. I'm glad I finally won your heart. Beauty is what you are. And it's funny because, you know, when I first published this book, I didn't realize that that was the first poem in this book also. It's weird how this was my first ever YouTube video and the first entry in my poetry book. So it's like, well, I guess that was meant to be in that case. Now another one I want to read to y'all. It's, also something like, it's basically another love poem. Of course, this is a book about love, words from the heart. And it's about spending eternity with my love. And it's called Till the End of Time. And it goes like this. As I look to the moon and stars at night and dream of what is to be, I begin to form a smile. A vision of you is all I see. Knowing you are so close and never too far away, I dream of you day and night and always think of you every day. For every moment with you, it seems like an eternity. I think of the days we kiss and always hold you so close to me. Spend every moment with you, from a simple date or a kiss. Be with you, hold hands with each other, making every moment one we can't miss. No matter the days that may come, you will always be on my mind. And I'll be in love with you until the end of time.
Yay!
Yeah, that was basically an inspiration when we first started going out. Because I already knew that she was going to be the one, even though it had been like only 2 weeks of that time. So I wrote that as, based on inspiration. I guess, I foresaw the future just 2 weeks into it already. I knew she was going to be the one. Now, the next one I want to wrote was, I had Nina, of course, in mind. This is when we first met. We hadn't yet gone out with each other at this point. But I was definitely looking forward to us going out with each other. And this is where Hope to Become Two Hearts came to mind. And, I was like, gee, I met her. She wanted to travel. She's the type of person that's ambitious. She has great things going for her. She has her own business, and she wasn't like anybody else I was going out with previously. And I was like, even though I was dating other women, going on dates with other women to try them out, she was the one I wanted to have. She was the one I knew I was going to be with. So here's my next.
And this is my home right here. This is my home right here.
Indeed true. No, not yet. No.
Okay, maybe I'll do this one.
Oh, sure. Sure. I'll do that. Oh. Yeah, so this is a poem called Being With You. And this was actually written in the first 2 months Nina and I started going out with each other. So, we was in the beginning of our relationship, and, we started having great moments already at that point. So, let me begin this one, and it goes like this. Being with you always brings a smile. I'd definitely like to be with you for a long while. I feel happiness around you and not pain. A great partner I feel I have gained. We may have not yet been together for long, but day by day my love for you grows strong. I always look forward to seeing you and texting you on the phone. You're always in my thoughts at work and at home. I have fun with you, whether it's Central Park or the beach, or the movies, walking around, or simply Applebee's. I can't get enough of you, my baby. I'm really glad that you are my lady. I hope our relationship can last, and I'll get rid of the pain of the past. Women who did nothing but treat me wrong and put me in misery for too long, sorry. You bring me joy and also happiness, and you're the type of person to share my love with. I hope this lasts for a long while. Being with you always brings me a smile. This one is a poem that I wrote, of course, based on Nina. And this is also the second YouTube video.
Name the book's Nina.
Well, not all of them are about Nina. That's just the ladies wasn't about Nina. Yeah. And, this is my inspiration because, every time, I kissed her, I gazed into her eyes, I just fell in love. There was just something about those brown eyes that, like I said, hypnotized me.
Got it going
Got
on.
it wrong too.
Nina got it going on.
Yeah. I don't know what's on here, but listen. It's simply called Your Eyes. And it goes like this. As I gaze into your eyes, I see the stars bright and bold. I could definitely feel to your soul, and I feel hypnotized. My problems seem to fade away as I fall for you more and more each day. I look into your eyes, and I'm taken by surprise. It's like I can feel every thought. I can embrace the happiness you brought. Looking into your eyes, I feel the warmth and joy you realized. I am glad you are officially mine. You give me an excitement I have lost inside. As I look into your eyes and end this rhyme, I am truly thankful that you are mine.
In terms of your writing style and your ability,
Yes.
when you first thought about a year ago of actually starting the process of writing, what was your first thought? You know, when you first started writing, were you up all night writing, or you were writing on the train?
You know, focusing on my writing also. And I also started another, just wasn't working out. And I thought about this as I was on the L train, and it's simply titled, Where's That Lady? And it goes like this. Where's that lady that'll save me from devastation, or take me from my aggravation? Will I ever find true love, or will the same type of woman still come around? Where's that lady that won't forsake me, or even break me, who wants to always be together and say to me that I'm yours forever? Having to be played with isn't fun at all. There seems to be too many bad women in this world. Oh, can I be a decent one to set me free? Don't just sex me, also love me. Too many women with no jobs and mad kids. Too many women who don't want to do anything. Is there more to life than just messing around? The question won't be answered till my love is found. Soon my true love will be found, and my world will be turned around. She will save me from devastation and take away my aggravation. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, let me see what's next one.
So it's safe to say that love, true love, changed you.
Yes, true love indeed did. Because, before, I just wanted a woman to, I don't know if it's appropriate to say.
To play around.
Yeah,
To play around with.
yes.
To fool around with.
To fool around with, yes. I know we're going to say something more.
When you're young, most men and women are very similar in that way. That
Yes.
they don't take emotions and feelings very seriously because they realize that, I'm too young to get into a committed relationship. Sometimes people overplay their hand and there's no, foundation in a relationship. So people do get hurt a lot, so I do understand what you're going through, what you had gone through as a man trying to really find a mature, because you're becoming more of a mature man. So now you want to find that woman that really solidifies you as a man.
Yes, and honestly, past years, I didn't think it was that important. And, I figured, hey, having sex with a woman and not doing much would be enough. But then one day I started feeling so empty inside. It was like I had all these type of women, and I was doing just one thing, and I realized, you would think a man who has so much activity with women, I'm not going to say that word, you would feel fulfilled, you would feel big. And then I realized, why am I so depressed for? I should be happy. But then I realized there's just something empty inside. I feel like I just needed something that would fulfill more than just, simple, sex, or if you will. I realized I needed love, I needed commitment. I can mess around all I want, but at the end of the day, what am I really fulfilling? What would be the point of just messing around if it's not even going to fulfill a void? And I was like, what void? So
a lot of people don't understand that every time that they actually have intimacy with someone, it's like giving a part of your soul to that person.
Change of energy.
So yes, so when you realize that, you do become very empty, but the most important thing I think that pulls everyone out of that feeling of shallowness is the fact that they have to love themselves, and they draw on to that. And then once they love themselves, other people see that love. Like they say, show your light, let your light shine. And when that people see that love, that light of love in you, that's when they are more attracted to you as a person.
Yes. That's indeed true. And, I had a friend that was trying to tell me that too for a while, One of my friends who works as a custodian in the building that I work at, and he was saying, in order, like you said, that's how I was. I didn't feel like I loved myself. I didn't feel like I was worthy of true love. He was trying to tell me, you have to get past that. And, eventually, finally,
It happened.
And here we are right here, my lovely girlfriend Nina. Who would have thought swiping right? Who would have thought swiping right on a dating app?
To the right. So don't go left.
That's right.
No, I didn't want to go left with Nina. I mean, I read her Tinder
that app.
Yeah. That's funny because a friend of mine named Anna, I didn't believe in dating apps back then, but I was saying to myself, I was finding the same pattern of women, the same type of women that didn't want to do nothing for themselves. I had to try something new. And my friend Anna was like, try Tinder. I was like, why should I do that now? And she was like, oh, well, I found guys on there.
I found love on Tinder.
Yeah.
Not me personally, I'm just saying what she wants to say to you.
Yeah, but when she started showing me her profile, seeing all these men, she started going, I was like, hey, maybe I should try it myself and see what happens. There was a few women that I went on dates with, but I wouldn't exactly say they were the best. But then came Nina. I read her profile. She owned her own business. She was looking for love too. She was also a person that was scorned. And she was looking the same way I was to finally find somebody that would be her true love, to finally find that stability, that love life that she was looking for. And, here I was, and here she was, and here we are.
It's perfect.
You gotta see those experiences as seasoning, okay? And what I mean by that is, sometimes, you have something worthwhile in front of you, but you haven't got to a point where you could see it, okay, or appreciate it. So sometimes you gotta have these little mishaps and these little scars just so you can appreciate when you get to a point with someone. Like they say, sometimes you gotta see the rain to appreciate the sunshine. Okay, you gotta know what a rainy day is to go wow, the sun is out. This is beautiful. So I mean, I just think you should just see it as that. Each of you individually went through whatever you went through, but it seasoned, it prepared you to, once you came across something more fulfilling, more grounded, that y'all were ready to receive it. And that's really the blessing right there. That's what the experience was for. So now you know, okay, this is what it's supposed to be. And
to put it in other terms, it's the manure that makes the flowers grow.
Yeah, no flowers really bloom too. Yeah, so I agree though. You're right. It was seasoning, and it definitely taught us a lot. And we're very thankful for the past experience that led to what we have now. So and I'm very appreciative of that also.
Great.
And I'm glad she's here in my life. And
What's the best thing about Nina to you?
the best thing about Nina to me, basically how much she cares about me.
Oh,
How much there she's always at, even in my lowest times.
oh, that's so sweet.
She never ceases to,
Amazing.
yes. She always supports me, even when I least expect it.
Oh, that's nice. That's good too.
I'm very grateful to have her. She shows so much love for me. She cares about me so much. She always does her best to make sure I'm okay, even when I'm upset as well. That's like I do for her also. And the the fact that we also like share many moments with each other. You know, like vacations, like going out on dates. You know, we also like, you know, spending quality time together. Even though we have a busy schedule, you know, the both of us, we always manage to find time for each other. Because, you know, not only does she own her own business, and I'm a school safety agent on the regular, you know, pretty soon, hopefully, I'll become a full-time writer. So I'm trying to get out of my current situation right now because, you know, I don't feel like it's going to fulfill me. You know, it's great to have a pension and all, but my real dream is to become a writer to inspire the world. You know, basically become famous in a sense also, which is why I do YouTube, which is why I start writing also. And Nina's part of the inspiration to why also, so. You know,
Well, that's good. That's very good.
And I think it's so wonderful to sit here and to hear you just speak of your love for Nina, to say it out loud in public. How often do you hear a man? I mean, how often do you don't hear it? And it's wonderful. And I think you're going to inspire a lot of men. You're going to inspire a lot of men to not be afraid to express themselves. Women appreciate it.
They do.
Appreciate it beautifully.
And that's
I
what
think
made
it's wonderful.
I do too, you know, my main objective is to, you know, not only inspire people through love, you know, through affection, because, you know, the world needs love. There's too much negativity out there. I mean, you read the Daily News or the Post every time, you're always reading something negative, you know, someone getting shot, Trump saying something stupid, the rent's going up too high, all the New York teams doing bad. You know, it's just, what are you spending $1.50 for like 30 pages of nothing but negativity? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. Sometimes I slap myself in the head. I want to slap myself in the head for like even buying the paper because I'm like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? It's too depressing reading the stuff in these articles.
That's very good.
So, you know,
Can I answer your question?
yes.
How long did you say it took to write your book?
It took about a year.
About a year.
Yes.
You self-published?
I did it through Lulu.com.
Okay, good. Okay. So through that writing experience, have you become inspired to write another book and another book or a sequel?
Yes, I have, and I'm actually working on another book right now, speaking of which. It's going to also actually be called Journey to Finding Love. So,
Say it again.
it's going to be called My Journey to Finding Love.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my voice is a little low because I'm not really feeling well, so that's why I'm kind of like, maybe heard the first time it sounded sorry. But yeah, it's basically going to be on, I would guess, you know, based on my past relationships and, you know, what I went through and the experience I had to go through, you know, to find my true love. So, you know, it's going to be posed based on, you know, past relationships, past experiences. You know, because love is a journey, at least mine was.
Yeah,
But,
I think it is a journey for most people to,
yes,
you know,
yes.
find out what they like and don't like, you know,
Yes.
about other people. Because a lot of times people get into relationships and they go into it for the wrong reasons. They don't go into it, you know, like you said, just go into it to be fooling around. And sometimes people do that, but yet they still fall in love, you know. So finding that ideal person does take a while. A lot of people even go to becoming, you know, they don't even want to involve themselves with anybody. They just become recluse, you know, just stay alone all the time until they actually find something or someone that stirs an emotion in them that says, you know, remember love, remember that emotion. You can come back to that now, you know. So that happens a lot.
Yes, it does. I agree.
So can I just ask you though, in terms of your writing,
Yes.
so is it the new book going to be fiction or is it going to be more poetry? Because when you're writing and you're growing, because your premise seems to be about love,
Yes.
so are you going to move into fiction, nonfiction, self-help, or is it going to be poetry? Because if you're expounding on your experience,
Yes.
so you may want to, you know, think in terms of other genres, like is it a love story, or are you gonna continue with poetry? You know, what has this book that you wrote brought to your spirit in terms of continuing your growth process and then having it permeate out into the universe in the form of a book for all of us to grow?
Well, I was thinking the next book I was going to read, Journey of Love, would be more like a non-fiction, mix it with stories and poetry as well.
There you go.
Like like talk about basically telling a story and then showing poems as well.
Yeah,
I was
that'll be good for
originally
you.
gonna just put it as poetry,
Yeah.
but then I realized, you know what? Every poem does have a story, so let's just add stories to it as well.
That's a good thing. Yeah, expound on. Yeah.
I remember one time, I think the name of it was
My new book, Words from the Heart. Thank you all for coming, and thank you as well to my dear friend Dorothy Rose is here for giving me this opportunity to host my event here. Now, for those of you who may not know me, there's one of the audience that hasn't met me before. I'm an author and a poet who just released a new book called Words from the Heart also. It's a poetry book. It's a selection of poems that I wrote, some from 5-10 years ago, and some recent also. And, I didn't release it till now because, for a long time, I've been writing poems since I was 15. And how I started writing poems, when I was in high school, like I told everybody yesterday, I basically had no friends back then. I always, followed sports, but I basically had nothing else to look forward to. So one day in the library, I just randomly started looking at poetry books, and I really didn't want to, but then I kept on getting drawn to them, but I didn't know why. And all of a sudden, I started reading poetry books, and I don't even remember what poem I read. All I know was that from this point on, I started gathering a peaked interest in it, and then I started writing poetry. Because I always used to rhyme words when I was little. To that point, it's easy to rhyme, this, that, that, at, this, which, or what have you. But to put them in a sentence is very difficult to express itself. But once you master the ability to do so and tell it in a story, you'll be surprised how easy this poetry could become. Because, not everybody can write poetry. I would say it's easy, but it's not. Only when you actually know how to do it, been doing it for a long time, it is. But, then I met my lovely girlfriend, over here about 2 years ago. We've been going out for about 2 years and 3 months now. And she inspired me to start writing my new book, which is, of course, entitled Words from the Heart. And I'm going to read you guys some poetry from here. And the first one I want to read to y'all is called Beauty. And I also have a YouTube channel also named James Dean Rivera, where I do poetry videos every Sunday as well. And this was also my first ever YouTube video. And let me read it to you. It goes like this. Beauty is you day by day, special in your own way. From head to toe, unlike anyone I know. The way you talk, the way you walk, your smile brightens up my day. Beautiful in every way. Your beauty is all there. Beautiful curves make me stop and stare. I don't feel this way about anyone but you. To me, you're fine and beautiful. Beauty is you day by day. That's what I always say. I'm glad I finally won your heart. Beauty is what you are. And that's it for that one.
Hey.
Now for my next poem I want to read to y'all was a poem from when I first met Nina. We hadn't started going on at this point yet. We had just met. But I knew already at that point that she was going to be my girlfriend, and I really, really wanted her in my life. And this one I wanted to read is called I Wish. And it goes like this. I wish I could hold you in my arms to let you know that I care. I wish I could stand next to you to let you know that I'm there. I wish I could write you a song to tell you I care for you and can do no wrong. That would say everything you need to hear so you can see everything so clear. When you're feeling sad and crappy, I always look forward to making you happy. To put a smile on that beautiful face and to make sure you're in a better place. I know deep down inside, my feelings are no longer high. I'm always thinking of you. Being with you is all I want to do. I wish you were mine. Hopefully there will be that time. I hope there will be a way when we will be together someday. And yeah, fair enough to say my dream came true about a few weeks later after that one. And we did. Now let's see, the next one I want to read to y'all. I didn't actually prepare which poems to read. I just like put, random poems I wanted to read to y'all.
It's also all the same. That's all. Yeah.
Let me give y'all a poem I want. My day is going, no matter what type of emotion is showing. With all the problems and doubts, she never leaves my mind, even with other things I worry about. She always loves me, even in my darkest hour, especially when I'm feeling melancholy and sour. Whether it's being together, having sex, or just watching TV, she always knows how to get me happy. I know not only she loves me, but she's always there. And I know that she certainly cares. I know that I can depend on her, whether I feel sad or severed. That's why she's a lady I can't live without. She makes me happiest, inside and out. Her love blooms like a flower. She loves me, even in my darkest hour. My thought of how love is, and it goes like this. If she only wants you, and you don't want her, y'all not considered lovers. If all y'all both want to do is sleep with each other, y'all just freaks under the covers. Love is a union between each other. Both have to want to compromise together, comfort each other and satisfy each other's needs, and always aim to please. There's no love without a connection. There is no love when there is deception. When one wants more than the other, whether love or lust, there is no bond, nor is there any trust. That's why love is a bond. The bond should be strong. The two should always connect. No obstacles should make it disconnect. Yeah. One-sided relationship never works for anybody. Name anybody who has worked like that? I don't know. I'll be really honest with you. Never met anybody with one-sided relationship that lasts long. Now here's another one I wanted to read with y'all. And like I explained yesterday at Sisters Uptown Bookstore, most women, they don't always believe in love because, they end up being with guys that are, well, for lack of a better word, dick bags. Most guys like to screw around with other women. They don't treat women right. They don't take them out to nice dates, bring them flowers. They treat them less than the women they're supposed to be. And why should a woman be treated like garbage? A woman's supposed to be treated with respect, with nobility. Should be treated like a princess. You should worship the ground she walks in. You should do everything you can to provide and love that woman. And this is where this poem that I'm about to read to y'all, Every Woman, came about. And it goes like this. Every woman deserves a man who calls them baby. Kisses that person like she's that special lady. Holds them like they never want to let them go. Never likes lying or being cheated on with some hoe. He wipes her tears when she cries. It's that type who rides and dies. Who makes them jealous of her because they wish them two was together. He is not scared to tell his friends how he feels about her. He will never feel like he has to doubt her. Makes her feel love, never pain or hurt. A man who loves her, every woman deserves. Alright, that was a... Yeah, so this is a poem I promised my friend Jessica, who unfortunately couldn't make it today, that I was going to write. I was going to read for her, rather. And she's also a poet as well, although she hasn't released a book as yet, but she also does poetry in her spare time. And it's untitled, but this is going to be the first time I'm actually reading this, or to tell you the truth, even seeing this as well. And it goes like this. A pretty face, nice body, tiny waist, a lot of goals, no time to waste. A smile that shines so bright, a heart with patience, a mind with temptations, a body that wants to feel sensations. Behind that face is a sad girl who won't say a word, with a deep story where her secrets blur. Under her skin are bruises, the truth of a beautiful girl who was abused, a story of a girl who's always been down. Behind her heart that's good and pure, there's a story of a girl whose past can't be cured. Behind that smart mind, she thinks sensation is right. She'll take flight just to find love at first sight. This is about a girl who felt love long ago, but once her heart broke, that's all she wrote. A girl who's a unique freak between the sheets, heartbroken, now comfort is all she seeks. She finding comfort through sex isn't the best, cause at the end of the day she's still stressed. See this girl who wasn't just blue, she had a halo. She basically had every color in the rainbow. Her secrets she chose to hide. She kept them hidden in a locked box behind the black blind. No one will understand how she feels. The struggle she goes through just keep her heart sealed. Her family and friends judge, but never lifted a finger to help her once. People walk past her like she invincible, which is one of the reasons her life is so difficult. Some will tell her to read the Bible, learn something. What did she do to deserve this? She never heard something. Still, she walks around with a bright smile, hoping no one will notice the pain from a mile. She wishes she could have someone to hold, who can make her feel the love. Walk through the cold as the years go on. The pain gets deeper. Yes. Now the next one I want to read to y'all is called If a Man. And why I wrote this is because, you know, when a man wants you, nothing will ever keep him away. So that's why I wrote it. Simple explanation. And let me read it to y'all. It goes like this. If a man wants you, nothing can keep him away. If he doesn't, then nothing can make him stay. There should be no excuses made for a man and his behavior. If he is not the one, then don't treat him like a savior. Women should not change themselves for a relationship that's not meant to be, or live life for a man before they find what truly makes them happy. If he doesn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, then leave him, because heartache is not needed. There's no way a woman should be friends with that guy, not if he mistreated her, cheated on her, and lied. Leave him with someone who will love you and appreciate you more. No love, no faithfulness, kick him out the door.
Hey.
All right, that's going to conclude that for today. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up today. I hope you had a great time. And you, sir, thank you so much for showing up as well. Glad I appreciate you staying and taking the time to be here. And yes, and thank you so much, Dorothy, for having me host this event. And,
We'll come here anytime with you, all right?
yes, indeed.
Yay.
Q&A and anything you have to ask me, let me know.
He's amazing.
I got an amazing son, right?
And also, one thing for
Raise him
future
right.
events.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dorothy. She did. And also, one more thing for future events, you know, I'll keep you guys posted on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube as well for any future events coming up as well. So, you know, keep your head, keep on the lookout for that. I may have one event coming up soon in a location, but I got to work out the details. But, you know, definitely let y'all know. And, you know, I send my stuff out on social media. And, you know, be more than welcome to attend. Otherwise, having said that, take care, everybody. And thank you very much for your support. And thank you very much.
Yay! You did well. Right here. There's no lighting. Oh, it's busy. I got it, babe. Thank you. That's what you came here for? So this is coconut shrimp. I don't know what kind of sauce that is. And James, what did you get?
Jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken wings. This is the appetizer.
Yes,
with
yes.
what kind of sauce is that? Oh, jerk sauce. Oh, okay. All right, James. Do the usual. That's just the appetizers, eh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Let us know. Is it spicy? Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it spicy enough for? It's too spicy. Can I eat it or no?
Hey, you good? I want one of your shrimp.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. You want one of my shrimp? All right, sure. I have the cocoa curry salmon with plantains, rice, and cabbage. That's cocoa curry salmon. And then James, what do you got? Rasta pasta? Rasta pasta with what? Chicken and shrimp?
Yes. What's that for?
I don't know. I think she took it. Oh, you got it? All right, James. Do the honors and dig in like you always do. Good? How's the seasoning? Ooh, good. What about the chicken? Oh. All right. No, I'm gonna, that's a pretty plate, eh? James is being silly as usual. Stop. So we just came back from James. We just came back from Footprints. Jamaican. It was a Jamaican restaurant or Caribbean restaurant.
Don't worry, I won't be like Adrian Brody in Saturday Night Live doing a fake patois accent.
I never saw that.
Me neither.
But anyway, we give this. What do you give it, James?
5 stars.
5 hearts? I give it 5 hearts too. The ambiance was nice. They played nice music. We didn't really record because the music was so loud.
Well, it's dating better than Adrian Brody has done the last 15 years, but yes.
Yeah, and as you can see, the food was good. They had I had the curried, coconut curried salmon, if you couldn't hear in the last segment, and it was so good. And James, you had what? The rasta pasta. Rasta
pasta with shrimp and chicken.
With shrimp and chicken. So we gave it 5 hearts. The food was really good. It had a lot of flavor, a lot of flavoring, a lot of the portions were really great. The service was great. The waitress came over to us multiple times to refill our water, ask us if everything was okay. So yeah, it was really nice, and it was a nice crowded place. Thank you. James always James always picks the best restaurants. He always knows where to find great restaurants. So Footprints is a really great restaurant. They had other entrees and dishes that we totally want to try.
Yes, you know, did.
And things like that.
And I always wanted to try Rasta Pasta. I heard about that place for years, and finally, yay!
You never tried Rasta Pasta ever? That was your first time?
Yes.
And James is he's just getting over a little cold. I had a cold last week. Now James has a cold, but he's getting over it.
Yeah, but as you can see from the segment of this video, I evolved from raspy voice to now this. I got my voice back somewhat. Yay!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
But anyway, yeah, so Footprints, we give it 5 hearts. It was a great place. It's not too far from our house. If you're in Coney Island, the amusement park, it's right across from the amusement park. Coney Island, what's the address?
I don't know.
But what street is it on?
Surf Avenue.
James, we go through this. You guys who are watching here, can you please put in the comments, James, stop touching Nina's face when you don't wash your hands.
She's gorgeous. No, I didn't wash
You
my
did not
hands.
wash your hands. We just came in the house.
Hands.
We were in that house. We just came out at the same time.
I touched
you.
you.
But you touched.
You're not dirty.
You touched the subway as well.
No.
James, oh my God! Can you please say, please wash your hands? I don't mind you touching my face, James, but
so beautiful.
you have to wash your hands when you come out from the dirty subway.
Yes.
You know?
Well, anyway, long story short, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy the segments of my book signing events also. And by the way, also thank you, Miss Janifer Wilson of Sisters for giving us the opportunity to host the event at Sisters. Dorothy Rose at Flower Power Coffee Shop as well for our event yesterday. Thank you so much to Lorraine Currelley, Earl Majette, and who else? My mom, my sister, my sister's friend Christian Ortiz, Des Anderson, Jessica Tejada, who couldn't make it, but you know, some of her poem will be on the YouTube channel also. And do we have anyone else? No, right?
Nina Nicole.
Oh yeah, of course, my dear loving girlfriend Nina Nicole. Well, you know, I always take Nina, but you know, everybody, other people we had too. But most important, yes, thank you, my dear loving girlfriend Nina Nicole as well, who made all this possible. If it wasn't for Nina, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now. Right, darling?
Yes, indeed. I was looking at the time because Shark Tank is finally on tonight after like 2 weeks of different specials and stuff. So there's a new episode of Shark Tank at 9. So
it won't be followed by the Alec Baldwin show either.
Why? Because he's still in jail?
No, he never went to jail.
Oh, he just got arrested though.
Yeah, he got out of jail. Oh, the show got moved to Saturday nights at 10, which will be canceled pretty soon anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was canceled because he got like low ratings and stuff.
Oh well. Who watches that clown anyway? Oh wait, we was.
Well, we watched it because it came right after Shark Tank, and he had some entertaining guests on there.
Robert De Niro. Talking to me.
Yeah. So next time you see us, well, you're gonna see James. James, do you have exciting news to share or no? You're not gonna share that yet?
Yeah, we're going to Virginia this week.
No, that's
Oh, yes. And coming this week on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I'm going to be having a 25% off sale of my book at lulu.com. However, be advised if you get it in person, it may still be the same price. However, all you got to do is shop at lulu.com, and I'll send you the link on this video description also. And there'll be 25% off starting from November, what day is Cyber Friday? 23rd to Monday, November 26th. Yeah, the 23rd, Black Friday to Monday, Cyber Monday, November 26th. So be on the lookout for that 25% off. Want a Christmas present for yourself? Have a girlfriend that you want to give love poems to? Buy my book, Words from the Heart. Yeah, and I'll send the link on the description. I hope you guys enjoy my book so far who have bought it. And thank you very much, Des Anderson, known as Demetrius, and Christian Ortiz and Mom via Grandma for buying my book as well. Thank you guys very much on that part also.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, and thank you also, Clarissa Robinson as well. Clarissa Robinson, that's one of my old school safety buddies. Thank you so much for purchasing my book yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Happy Thanksgiving. So the next time you see us, we're probably going to do a love and dining segment in Virginia, but it's probably going to be family-based or whatever. So that'll be awesome. So that's all we have to say for tonight, right?
And a new video too, that's right. That's all we have to say. Anyway, having said that, have a good night, everybody, and until next time, take care.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Love and Dining. Nina Nicole and James Dean Rivera signing out. Have a great night. Bye.
I got you and you got me.